Hi, my name is Rizwan. Today I want to talk about ways to raise a child. So, the introduction. Child development can be defined as the process by which a child changes over time. It covers the whole period from conception to an individual becoming a fully functioning adult. It's a journey from total independence to full independence. First of all, I want to talk about ways to raise a child. There is many ways to raise a child, such as teach them as self-disciplines. Sometimes natural consequences can teach some life greatest lesson. A child who constantly forget to grab their jacket as they run out of the door won't learn if parents always deliver their jacket to the school. Facing natural consequences of the behavior like feeling cold at recess might help them to remember to get their coat next time. By teaching them consequences, they will learn from their mistake. If the parent keep handling them or helping them, they will not learn from their mistake and they will keep repeating the same mistake over and over. So as parents, we must teach disciplines by giving them consequences. This method is very effective because most of people learn from their mistake. And for an example, if the child fail their exam, they will get scolded by their both of parents. So the kid will start studying and do a revision or to do a homework until they pass the exam or get a better score, so that they will not get scolded again by their parents. This method is very useful to teach a kid in disciplines. And my second point is we must teach a kid. We must explain everything that we ask them to do. As a parent, we might explain why we order them to do something instead of order them without any explanation. For example, do your homework now because I said so. Explain the underlying reason for the rule. Say it's a good choice to do your homework first and then have a free time later as a reward getting for your work done. This helps your child to understand the underlying reason of your rules. We as a parent must explain everything that we told our child to do. Free time later as a reward getting for your work done. This helps your child to understand the underlying reason of your rules. We as a parent must explain everything that we told our child to do, so that the child will not question the thing that we ask them to do. Like for example, a parent asks their child to go to school. If the child doesn't know the reason why they have to go to school, they will think that we just wasting their time by sending them to school. So, as a parent, we must explain to them why they have to go to school. We must explain everything and the reason why we send them to school. Like for example, if the child asks why did we send them to school, we might explain from A to Z the reason why we send them to school, so that our child understand the reason, the real reason why we send them to school. This type of parenting is guaranteed to be effective in teaching self-discipline, because we need to teach our child discipline since they were little, so that when they grow up they will be useful people for a society, and people will easy. The people will feeling happy when they're with them, or the teachers will think our child as a good person in their class, and when they grow up this will affect their whole life, because discipline is everything in our life. most of workplace want disciplines. Like for example, you has to go to work by 10, so you has to go out from your house like 9 or 9:30. So discipline is very important in human. So if you teach discipline since a child, I think their future will be more bright and and guaranteed to be successful people in the future.
Greeting towards you, madam. My name is Ilyas Menderaza. My matrix number is 14 DPM1A F1083, and now I will talk about my point, and that is communication is the key. A lot of time parents do forget that they have to communicate with their children, and instead they just nagging towards them. And there's also some parents that makes their child feel guilty towards something that they don't even know if that's wrong or not. Even worse, there were some cases that the parents neglected their child just for the sake of searching for enjoyment, and if the child is special kids such as Down syndromes, having an incomplete body parts and lacks of intelligence. This can lead the child to think that their feelings is not important for their parents and will start to astray themselves from their parents. They also will never learn something if there's no one to teach them what's right and what's wrong. When this happens, the child will start to search for a person that will hear their problem, like a friend or a random stranger, and start to taking an advice from them. There's maybe a few good advice from their friends, but from a total stranger is a whole other story. A neglected child is a total different subject. This situation is one of the main reasons for them to start doing a dirty and sinful job, such as stealing drugs, joining against a group, and start to seeking a pleasure from other sources. Some child also resort one and only solution they could think at that time, and that is death. To prevent this from happening, parents must start to try having a conversation with their child, so their child not feel out of place when they start to ask the child what their issues or if they have any problems that happens toward them. Parents also need to start teaching the child the importance of making a right decisions and stop nagging at the child if they have done something wrong, because most of the time they don't even know if what they are doing is wrong. Parents also have to remember that children is a piece of white clothes, and parents is the one that have to pattern their child's life. A colorful paint is a beautiful paint. Maybe a little bit darker color will help, but never let that color stain the beauty of other colors.
Hi, greetings madam. My name is Muhammad Hadafi Shahid bin Muhammad Sabri. My matrix number is 1042. So for the third point on the ways to raise a children is teach the children with good manners. Manners play an important part in everyone's life. Someone's manners can tell us so many things about them, such as their personalities, their background, their education, and so on. Good manners also can help a person to make a good first impression, as it really do have a big effect on the way people see and perceive them. Having a good manners shows that you respect that person you are interacting with. Parents can start by modeling a good and polite behavior through their own actions in daily life, whether at home or anywhere else. Children will mostly learn things from their parents by watching them and copying what they do. Parents can teach their children how to show gratitude and be grateful by saying thank you, whether at home or in a restaurant when someone serves them food, helps them with something, or does something else for them. Use please when you're asking a favor or something from someone, and so on. As a result, When children express their appreciation for things that are done for them or given to them, they will develop a sense of empathy as they recognize that other people are going out of their way for them. Besides that, you smile and use the appropriate words when greeting someone. Talk with slow tone of voice and address elders as Mr. or Mrs. will teach them how to be respectful and show love towards others. To sum things up, treating everyone with kindness and respect will not only make them happy, but will also gain that same kindness and respect for us. A good manners will lead the child to perform a better life when he is well liked by others and people will find it comfortable and pleasure to be around with. A good manners also can boost the child's confidence and self-esteem as it helps them to stay positive and living a healthy life. It is also will bring them happiness as having a good manners strengthen the relationship of people around and lead them to become a disciplined person and be professional at workplace in the future. That's all from us. Thank you.